What's going on, y'all? What's going on? We're back again. Y'all know what happened the first time, child. Y'all already know what happened. Lights had flickered off and the internet had to restart. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't like the way this shit started. So let me redo this shit again. And then we'll come back after the T's live is over with. But what's going on, y'all? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV. And we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip. We talk about hot topics and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful hump day, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. Okay. Alrighty then. Now, before we get into today's mess, let me let you guys know what we got. Now, later on, sometime today, you'll be getting a review of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Of course, it's gonna be pre-recorded. I ain't watched the show yet. I gotta watch it on Peacock. But yes, we'll be reviewing Real Housewives of Beverly Hills a little bit later today. And then you'll probably get a yes for the miss video because I did jot down some notes about some things that I did want to discuss today. So you'll probably get a yes for the miss video. But the biggest thing for you to look forward to today is the interview on Roast Review today with me, T, and JoJo. Our special guest is Latrice Rogers of Bell Collective. She'll be coming on the show tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be asking her some questions. Please know, once again, we will be asking all of the questions that you guys really need answers to. We'll even be allowing you guys to ask certain questions in the chat. We'll put them on the screen and stuff like that. Like, we're gonna come through with this interview tonight. I already talked to Latrice. I spoke with her. I think that was yesterday or the day before that, and she's willing to answer any question that we ask her. She's open. She's willing to give us anything that we want to know. So be sure to tune into that tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Like I said last night, although there were hating ass motherfuckers that told y'all to boycott this interview and don't watch. Okay, yeah, it's haters out there that don't want us to succeed. But make sure you guys tune in. Fuck all that other shit. All right. But also, what we got for tomorrow is the Chase and Panel podcast. Of course, that is back. We'll be going live on Thursday night at 8:15. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We have a whole lot of stuff that we want to talk about. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements for today. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess, y'all. Now, this is all alleged, okay? So we don't really know what's true. We don't know what's going on. We don't know shit. All I'm doing is telling y'all what the streets is saying. Now, I know that last night Queen Sheba did a video last night, basically talking about Melody allegedly quitting the show. And then for the last week, there have been people that have been speculating that Melody is plotting her exit with the cryptic post that she's posted on her Instagram stories, her unfollowing or blocking Carlos King. It's been a whole lot of being talked about, and everybody want to know what's going on. Like, is she leaving? What's going on, right? Now, T just got done talking about this on his live, and I'm telling y'all, I'm not gonna be on here long. I really don't anticipate giving this too much of my time. Probably about 30 to 45 minutes at best. And sometimes if I get the rambling, I might just go right past the 45-minute mark and head on into an hour if I start rambling enough, because y'all know I'll do that. But however, this is what I'm talking about here. So the word on the curb is Melody Shari is allegedly leaving Love and Marriage Huntsville behind. That is what the word on the block is now. We ain't got no real reports. Ain't nobody said nothing. Don't nobody really know nothing. The show don't start filming until next week, so we don't know what's going on with it. But that's what was being said. Now, if I recall, I have been saying for the last 2 years that I think that it's time for Melody to go. And whenever I say it, it's an issue. But let somebody else say it. Yeah, she need to leave this show behind. She need to leave this show behind. She's bigger and better than the show. But when I say it, why should she leave the show that she created? So I want you guys to listen to understand and not listen to respond. I don't really want another live I don't really want another live, the same type of live that I had the other day when I was talking about Akeisha and when she was talking about her exit from Bill Collective. I don't really want another live like that. I really want everybody to listen to understand, because people take whatever I say and twist it and make it into whatever they want. So please listen to understand. This is what I think, and this is why my opinion has always been what it is. Now, I feel like this. On reality TV, you can only you can only be on a show for X amount of time. What's going on, Alex? You can only be on the show for X amount of time. And you got to know when to stay, and you got to know when to leave. And you got to know when something is not working for you. And you got to know when, if I ain't happy coming to this place, I'm really just making myself miserable, or I'm really torturing myself, right? That's the way Scotty by Nature TV looks at things, right? For example, Candy Burrs. Y'all know that that's my favorite housewife. Everybody knows that. Favorite housewife, favorite member of Escape, favorite housewife, favorite everything, right? When she left the Real Housewives of Atlanta last year, I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. Am I going to miss her on the show? Absolutely. She was the reason why I tuned in. But at the same point in time, you got to realize when you've outgrown something. Like when you feel like you've outgrown something, you got to walk away. And I feel like Candy has shown us every single morsel of her life on that show. We've seen it all. We've seen Riley grow up. She came in with a fiance, the same fiance, got off. We saw her meet Todd. We saw her, build her empire from the ground up on this show. We've seen it all. And it's like, for me, I feel like this. What more can she show? This is the reason why people were saying, oh, she's boring. All she's showing is her businesses. Where her businesses is her life now. That's a big part of her life now, is her businesses. She don't really have a lot of drama in her life. So it's kind of like the only drama that she seems to have is on the show. And Candy doesn't need the show anymore. She's now in a different place. And it's great to leave out on a high note. You can use this show for as long as you can, but nothing lasts forever. And when Candy left the show, she left on a high note. She left as a Tony Award nominated producer. She left as an Emmy nominated producer. She left as she left on a high. She was back on tour with her group. She was doing this, doing that, being in Broadway, doing things. She was doing a whole lot of stuff that required more of her time versus being on this damn show. Yes, the check was nice, but it's like, what more could she give the people at this point? So I had no issue with her leaving the show. Like I said, I'm going to miss my girl Candy on this show now. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to miss her on the show. I love me some Candy now. I love it. But you leave on a high note when you know that it's your time. And that's why I feel like this is what I think about Melody. Everybody feels like she don't really need this show. She got this going on. She got that going on. She got this business. She got that business. She's a multimillionaire. She got this foundation. She got that. Why should she be on the show with a bunch of heathens? My point exactly. So why is it that when I get up here and I say Melody needs to leave, everybody want to get upset? Why is it that every time I say Melody should go and get a spinoff about her life, get her mama on there, get her brother on there, get some of her friends on there, all that other good stuff, right? So why is it that everybody be mad when that happens? Why is that? Why is that? I don't get it, and I don't understand. I don't understand why people get so upset and flustered when I say that. It's not, why should she leave the show that she created? She created the show, but she doesn't have no control over the show. She has no control over what happens with the show. So why stay somewhere and your hands are behind your back? Your hands are behind your back because there's nothing you can do about it. Carlos can put whomever he wants to on this show, and she can't say shit about it. Carlos can do whatever with this show, and she can't say shit about it. He's the executive producer. He can do whatever he wants. So what's the big deal with me saying that she could get a spinoff of her own? Why do y'all want her to stay in a position where she's unhappy or targeted, or you know what I'm saying, it's a toxic situation? She's surrounded by a bunch of snakes. Why do y'all want her to stay there so bad and hold on to that just because she created the show? I never understand that logic. I never get it. I never understand it. Shouldn't her leaving the show be best? You feel what I'm saying? Well, why should she leave? Why they can't leave? Because they're not leaving. Carlos ain't getting rid of them. He's already made that clear. He's not getting rid of none of the solid six. He ain't getting rid of none of them folks. So my thing is, why stay? And she ain't the only one that I feel like needs to leave this motherfucker either. Martel need to leave too. He need to get the fuck on too. And he needs to get the fuck on, not because he is bigger than the show, and not because he got so much going on, because we all know he ain't got shit going on. He needs to lead the show because he brings it the fuck down. He needs to lead the show because he don't even deserve to be on that motherfucking show. The show is Love and Marriage, Huntsville. We sit around and we talk about why is Quad on Married to Medicine. She used to be married to a doctor. That's why. So if we gonna have that same stance for Married to Medicine, why can't we have the same stance for Love and Marriage, Huntsville? Mel and Martel aren't the only ones that need to lead. Destiny need to lead too. Yeah, I said it. Destiny needs to leave too. She ain't bringing nothing. She ain't got nothing. She ain't talking about nothing. She need to lead too. What more can they give? How many more times do I need to sit here and watch Melody sit around and force herself to be in scenes with people that she really can't stand like that and don't have no type of relationship, no bond, no anything? Why should we have to sit here and watch this shit? Because it's painfully obvious that she don't like these people and they don't like her. So it's time for a rebirth. How do you know she quit the show? Did you read the title? It says she allegedly quit the show. Did you not read that, or did you just come in here just to try to chump me off about it? Off topic. But speaking of Destiny, did you see her crying with a life coach about Martel saving her? Absolutely not. I don't watch Mental Mondays. If Martel leaves, who are the people going to talk about? Martel is the most talked about cast member. So what? He needs to go. Let them find something else to talk about. I'm just saying. It's just like on the Housewives of Atlanta, the very last season, everybody, all the fans was out here calling Candy boring and saying how lame she was, but the show was all about her. That's all the girls on the show talked about was her. That's all they talked about was Candy. Candy this, Candy that, Candy this, Candy that. But Candy boring, but she's everybody's storyline. So what? Somebody got to go at some point. Everybody can't stay. And I hate to say it, but bring Arian on with Martel and let the games begin. See, here's the thing. If this was a couple of years ago, I would have agreed with that. But now it's like, what we bringing her on for? What we bringing her on for at this point? It means nothing. What we bringing her on for? I don't even care to hear nothing she say at this point. She knows how to move in the reality space now. I believe she is waiting to get full custody and rights to show her kids in a new show about her life with her about her life with her family and faith would be her next move. I think it's the best move for her per se. Cause last night when me and Carl and Tremel and Nikki were talking on FaceTime last night, we was having this conversation and we was talking about chasing. And we were saying how, chasing is going through its rebirth period and that chasing is going through this and chasing is going through that, and they're now revamping their cast, right? And they're not bringing back a lot of the people, but they're bringing back some people, but not everybody. So I was like, that's their rebirth period. We should always be open to change when it comes down to that. And I was saying, I'm very excited about Chasing Atlanta and what they're planning on doing when it comes down to, them switching it up, bringing on new people, bringing on new faces, and all of this other shit, right? That's what I was saying. And Carl and Tremel and us, we were all agreeing that, yes, that's a good idea. So then we were talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and how their new season is coming back and how they're coming back with the reboot and bringing in new faces and how we should be open to having change because you can't stay the same all the time. And I'm very excited about this new era of the Housewives of Atlanta. Every reality show has to have a new era about something. Even us as content creators, there's a new era. And I think that with me, it's a new era for me because I'm going into this era of it's year 15. I've been doing this for 15 years. I done won awards for this shit. I done had articles written about me. I done had a lot of stuff happen for me. And now it's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Still gonna be humble, but I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care about what people got to say anymore. I don't give a fuck about what anybody think about what I do anymore. It is what it is. We're bringing this shit around. We're rebooting the platform. We're doing what we got to do. So it is what it is. So everything deserves a refresh. And Love and Marriage Huntsville is due for a refresher. They are. We need something new. We've been seeing some of the same stuff since season 4. And it's about time for us to move on to something else. Honestly. Arian won't be good TV. She talks like a 14-year-old girl. No one wants to see her and Martel arguing about feeding her son popsicles for breakfast. Okay? Okay, period. I agree with that. Arian not even good with lives. So what makes anybody think that she'll be good to be a cast member on some reality show? But then again, some people may feel that way about me when I applied for Chasing. Oh, how the fuck is he gonna be on Chasing when he ain't good as a YouTuber? He ain't even entertaining as no damn YouTuber. So what do you mean? How he gonna be on Chasing? You know what I'm saying? So I can't see Ariane being on there. She'll get ate the fuck up. It's easy to say that they need to cancel this show, and I personally think they should cancel it. But let's be real, they're not canceling the show. It's their number one show. They're not gonna. It's their flagship show at this point. They ain't gonna cancel it. They ain't canceling this shit. As much as we want to, They ain't canceling this shit, baby. You have personality. You're funny and can compose a complete sentence. AC cannot. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on. Not until Melody go and the fans leave with her. I pray that you get all that you desire, Scotty. Like you said, remain humble and move in silence. I believe that that is the biggest lesson that we can learn from Mel. Let them speculate and be great. Absolutely. I agree with you. Melody should leave. She should not have to work in a toxic environment if she does not want to. And that's all I've been saying. That's all I've been saying. Do you think if Mel leave, would that open the door for Miss Wanda to return? Yep. And as much as people don't want that to happen, that's a fact. Um, it's sort of similar to Housewives of Atlanta when Candy was on there and she said, long as Phaedra's there, I won't be there. As soon as Candy left, and soon as they found an opening, when Kenya did that shit that she did, they brought her back. So I feel like if Mel were to leave, they will bring Miss Wanda back. They will. And I know that a lot of people don't want her to be there, but yeah. Well, first of all, I just applied. I ain't on the show. And furthermore, you ain't gonna see me fighting. If I was on that show, you wouldn't see me fighting at all. That ain't even what I do. Like, absolutely not. Like, I can fight with my words all day, but I ain't never finna fight nobody with my hands. And I done told y'all, I done spent all this money on these teeth. You think that I'm finna be fighting? Absolutely not. Okay. This is Carlos Moneymaker, but I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and show us these people building homes and business. We need balance. I agree. What you think about people saying that the show needs a shakeup or a reboot? Well, when they say that, they think that some people need to be gone and they need fresh blood. And they do need fresh blood. Now, this is Huntsville now. Huntsville is relatively small to here in ATL. So I don't know who they gonna choose and what they can choose from. It's the same way with Bell Collective, like that's Jackson. I don't know how many people they can, it's very slim on who will do the show. I do know some people that should do it. However, um, if some people it's gonna be very slim because it's a small southern community. So who's gonna want to be on the show is my question. So that's the thing. So I really don't know. But they do need fresh blood. We need to get rid of people. We need to let some people go and start from scratch. Like let me see what CCF Freak said. Hey Scotty, I was dealing with work and stuff. Hope no one came for your neck for your opinions in these comments. Absolutely not. I can honestly say that this has been a very tamed live today, but I think it's because I turned my subscribers only on, which I turn my subscribers only on for every live that I do. But I think that's the reason why we ain't got no crazy shit because I turned on my subscribers only because ain't nobody got time for the bullshit. I promise you. Ain't nobody got time, and I promise you I don't. So that's why I turned it on. Um, They could take Trisha back and give us Tiffany and Big Lou. Are you sure though? Because when Tiffany and Big Lou were here, we didn't want them here. But I personally like Big Lou. I just didn't like Tiffany. I have not watched the show since the reunion when Carlos made vile comments to Mel about knowing that she had, the rest. Only reviews from CC's. That's been over 2 years. Oh, wow. Trisha Ken and Marquez are good additions. Here's the thing with that, Phil. I'm going to be honest with you. I was excited to hear about Trisha and Ken coming on this show at the beginning. But at the same time, it's like they came on and whatever potential they had, they squandered it because Trisha lies a lot and then she doesn't keep her lies straight. And not to mention, Ken looks pathetic and Marquez just look weird. So it's like they have the potential to be great, but they don't tap into it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me see. Tiffany and Lou are much better than tight mouth line Trish. Ah! Same. Their storyline is good on paper, but doesn't translate well on TV. It's almost like they are acting coupled up with lies and confusion. Exactly. And that's the problem. That is the biggest problem. So I really don't know. But they got to do something because we can't keep on seeing the same thing. And Carlos be so focused on, what the ratings are or whatever. The ratings are this, the ratings are that. And they can be whatever they want to be, Carlos. But the ratings ain't the same way they once was, and they not. People ain't watching the show the way that they used to. They watching us. They watching content creators. Like, if we're gonna be honest, the fighting with the content creators over this stupid ass show is more entertaining than what the fuck is going on this show. Now I ain't finna call no names because I ain't messy. So I ain't gonna do that. But it's a lot of YouTube beef going on in the LAMH sector that is highly entertaining, and I sit back and I watch it. I be listening I be having my phone at work. I have my earphones in my ear and I be motherfucking listening. That shit is way more entertaining than what we seeing on this show. And half of the shit that they beefing about is dumb as hell. But it ain't got a damn thing to do with me, so I stay the fuck up out of it. I just sit back and I watch. And the funny thing about it is, it's just they be thinking they've been trying to say, just for example, like even in T's Live today, I saw a comment from somebody in there and they was like, the girls, it's funny how the girls can stick together and hate on this one woman. Who are the girls and who is sticking together? Because the only girls, because clearly when you say the girls, you're talking about the gay boys, right? The only ones that sticking together is me and T and Chef. We the ones that sticking together. We the ones that still cool. We're not beefing with each other. We ain't even the ones causing all the drama. And we don't get together to hate on one person. So what do you mean the girls? People say some of the craziest shit. The girls. They love to do that. They love to do that passive aggressive bullshit that they like to do. It's funny to me. Um, Let me see. You have CCs who have dedicated their entire platforms to this show, and that is very true. They have. I would never do that. I would never. Because it's hard to pivot. And from what I see, Anthony be shouting y'all out. And here's another, and let's just say, because that's another name that keeps being brought up to me, Auntie. They act like we're his fairly gay godparents or some shit like that. Like every time he do something, we supposed to say something. We supposed to come at him. We supposed to drag him. And then when we don't say shit about what's going on with him, we scared of him. Let's be clear. I ain't scared of nobody. Let's be clear. And if I ever had any issue with anything dealing with him, I always said something to him. I ain't got to put that shit out here on a public platform. There was a time where we was super cool, and whenever I had anything to say to him, I said it to him. Why am I putting it on social media for you guys? Furthermore, we ain't got no beef. So what the fuck I look like going out here dragging him? Why y'all want me and T to drag this man so fucking bad? I don't get it. Everybody knows how I feel about that whole situation. Like it be crazy to me because y'all want us to drag him, and I feel like I repeat myself time and time again. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this till the cows come home. I don't give a fuck who has a problem with me repeating it. But the thing is, when he first came along, when y'all thought that he was like a male supporter, although he was telling y'all from the jump that he was team the show and not team millimeter or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? It was like y'all liked him and y'all was shitting on us and all this other stuff when he first came along. Then when he did something to piss y'all off, then y'all say, why y'all not speaking on AL? The same way the same way we didn't speak on True T and When Tay Talk situation. The same way we ain't speaking on whatever was going on with Butterfly and Lady D and Misbehaving and Marcella and everybody else. The same way we didn't speak on it because it didn't have a damn thing to do with us. So what the fuck we speaking on it for? Shit. When I was on his platform when he interviewed Destiny or whatever, I came over there to congratulate him, and some of the same people that's begging for us to drag him were up in there eating me the fuck up, saying I had no business over there. And I stopped going. I never came back in his chat again. Never popped in his chat, never came on his panel, never did shit again, never been back over there after that. So why y'all need for me to drag him? It's crazy. Anthony always shout UNT out. He do. He do. I'm aware of that. He do. But people want drama. And we already know what that gives. Let me see. Hey, Scotty, miss seeing you. You look great. ATL is treating you right in a rough patch. Thanks for the distraction from life. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that I can be a distraction for you. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I stopped going. Because I got attacked in the chat. He's not a millimeter. Why is he over here? So I stopped going. I steered clear and I stopped going. It had nothing to do with him. It was more so about the fact that those people over there were dragging the shit out of me. So I stopped going. I'm not finna hop into nobody's chat that don't like me. You know what I mean? Well, not saying that he didn't like me, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not stepping into nobody's chat where the people don't like me and they gonna drag the shit out of me. Everybody know me and Chef Don Don are friends, but I barely go in his chat because some people in his chat don't like me either. I'm not finna step foot in there and disrupt nobody's chat. I'm not doing that. I know you're not officially on chasing, but the thought had me so excited. I know I'm off topic. No, you fine. You fine. Scotty, I hate using this term, but do you think Martel is protected by Carlos? Because we all know how toxic Martel is. He's very toxic, and I don't know if he's necessarily protecting him, but at the same time, he's not doing himself no favors by not calling him out. Because it looks that way. It's a reason why people think that that's what he's doing. So, you know, nothing to do with the topic. Scotty, can we get to see you in the Whether You Like It or Not panel live on your birthday? Well, no, because everybody's not going to be there. Really B won't be there because she got something else going on that weekend, and I don't think T is going to be able to come either. So the only people you gonna see for my birthday from the panel is Sakina, Josiah, Ya, and Busy. Them the only ones you're gonna see. Can we get a break from this show? They are constantly filming. Bring back Love and Marriage DC or the real estate show from Houston. LAMH is always on. It is. Scotty, if you get on chasing with a panel change, no, it's gonna stay the same. Someone said bring back Football Wives. Girl, what? Now listen. Football Wives was good though. I don't know why they didn't get no second season or reunion because it was really good. They got that show with Ashley from Wags coming out. She was my fave. What channel is Wags coming on? Because I think T is reviewing it. Scotty, I have a question for Latrice tonight. Can she fully trust Letitia? Let me know if you need to DM me this. Child, that's a question that we was gonna ask anyway. And I asked her that the other day when we spoke. But I think us coming on Netflix. Okay. Let me see. I'm ready for Basketball Wives to end. I hate that Orlando was short lived. Yeah, I'm doing a yes for the mess later. And that's gonna be discussed, I think, because they had asked Megan about Basketball Wives and Basketball Wives Orlando and stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about that later. I low key miss growing up. I ain't gonna lie, I miss growing up hip hop too, because I live for Brianna. I miss growing up hip hop, and I do miss the encore as well. This world is so full of people who cannot take accountability for their actions, which means they will never grow. And now the world have to deal with these mofos. I don't know what that comment is about. I wish the Love and Hip Hop cast had reunions. Yes, they should have them, especially now. Because Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is the jam, baby. It is the jam. I'm here for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It is so good this season. Y'all really need to tune in. It is so good. Actually, Love and Hip Hop Miami is good too, but it's so good. Okay. But I need to know about growing up hip hop because I miss dragging Egypt and Sam. Like I used to just review the show just to drag them, but I think I've said enough on this. Like I said, I didn't really want to talk about this no more than 45 minutes anyway. But I'm gonna let y'all know that y'all will be getting 2 more videos today. You're gonna get Housewives of Beverly Hills today, and y'all gonna get Yes for the Mess, I think, today. And later on tonight will be the roast and review interview with Latrice tonight. Most of my moderators are in here. So I want y'all to make sure that people are able to state their opinions but not be disrespectful. I don't need a repeat of Dr. Heavenly, because a lot of people were talking about how everybody not Dr. Heavenly, Sweet Tea. I don't need another repeat of Sweet Tea. I don't want nobody to feel like my moderators were disrespecting the guests. So if you're a moderator, don't allow people to disrespect the guests. They can ask questions, they can give their opinions, they can do whatever they want, long as they don't disrespect the guests. And I don't give a fuck if it was Latrice, if it was Sweet Tea, or anybody. When we have a guest on our show, we want them to be respected, and that's just what it is. So just make sure y'all give them that respect. That's all I'm asking. Everybody's question is worth putting on the screen. I can't put everybody's question on the screen because I can only imagine how many folks gonna be in here for that. But since most of y'all up in here, most of y'all probably gonna be up in there. Just make sure y'all get that right. Toya and Reginae, I'll be reviewing their show. I don't know if I'm gonna do it live or pre-recorded or not. You can only time them out if they're disrespectful. Do not block them, Catherine, because you be doing the most sometimes. Just time them out. Don't block them. Let me see. Right, I love how you show people respect whether you care for them or not, and that's on period. That's on period. I don't really have to do that. I don't need to be the child. I'm a respectable person. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to disrespect people. I'm just not. But yeah, so we're gonna do Toya and Reginae when it comes out. I don't really know if Soulful. I ain't seen you on my chat in a minute, Soulful. I'm so happy to see you in here. But we're gonna do Toya and Reginae. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do it live or not. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. I might do it pre-recorded, but I might do it live though, you know. But that's about it, y'all. So I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm finna get me something to eat, and then after I eat, I'm gonna watch Beverly Hills, do that review, and then make my graphics and shit for Yes for the Mess, which will be pre-recorded. These next two videos gonna be pre-recorded. The only live I'm doing after this is Roast Review, which is the interview with Latrice. So I'm probably gonna see most of y'all later on today for the Latrice stuff. But let me also let you guys know this as well. Your boy is nominated once again for the 5th time for a Boss Babe Award. Now, as you all know, I was nominated twice in 2023, and I won YouTuber of the Year and Podcast of the Year with Jamar. I was also nominated for both of the same categories last year, but I did not win neither one. Bundy won for YouTuber of the Year, and Tripping with Trimmy won for Podcast of the Year last year. This year, I'm nominated for Boss Babe Content Creator of the Year. We start voting on February the 1st, so make sure you guys be ready for that. All my moderators, there is a moderators group on Instagram where all my mods are in there. When the link is out there and available, I'm gonna put that link in that group so y'all can share it every time I go live, because we are going to do the damn thing this year. So, especially being that this is the only nomination I got, we're going to try to see if we can win this. Last year, House of Aaron won in this particular category, Content Creator of the Year. House of Aaron won last year. So that's about the gist of it. So we're gonna see how this thing work out. Really B is nominated for, let me tell y'all all the people that that I know, all my peers that's nominated this year. Really B is nominated for YouTuber of the Year. CCF Freak, you in there, Chad. I added you in there a long time ago. Let me make sure, because there's a lot of folks in there. Let me look right quick. Yeah, because I added you in there a long time ago. Well, you're not in there. I don't know how you wasn't. I added you a long time ago. Let me add you to that to that group right quick. Hold on. I can't even find your Insta. There you go. Okay, you add it now. But anyway, so you added now. But yeah, so let me tell y'all everybody that's nominated this year, all my peers. Really B is nominated for YouTuber of the Year. Bundy Blue is nominated for YouTuber of the Year and Media Personality of the Year. Binge Worthy is nominated for YouTuber of the Year and Media Personality of the Year. I think Chef Dun Dun is nominated for Event of the Year, and I think it's YouTuber of the Year. I'm trying not to say the wrong thing, but yeah. It's a couple of us that are nominated this year. Tramiel is nominated for Performer of the Year. Carl is also nominated for Media Personality of the Year as well. So it's quite a few of my friends and my peers that are nominated this year. It's a whole lot of people that's nominated this year. Y'all got hard decisions in each fucking category. I've seen some of the people that's nominated against me for Content Creator of the Year, but I've never heard of them before. So we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if they're TikTokers or what, but we'll see what's going on. We'll see what the tea is. But y'all, we up out of here, and I will see you guys for Beverly Hills, a pre-recorded version of Yes for the Mess, and ultimately this right here, the interview with Latrice on Roast Review tonight. I'll holler at y'all later, and we'll talk then. Bye, y'all.